All right, today we are going to pull back the curtain on something you're probably seeing everywhere. Buy now, pay later. It's being sold as this amazing modern way to shop, but is there more going on here than we think? Let's get into it. You've been there, right? You're online, your card's full, you're ready to check out, and then this little option pops up. Split your payment? It seems so easy, so harmless, just a few clicks, no big deal. But what are you actually agreeing to when you hit that button?
So let's start with why this is so tempting in the first place. You really have to understand the promise they're making, because it's all about a modern, seamless way to shop. The whole experience is designed to feel smooth, easy, and, let's be honest, to get you what you want right now.
And the sales pitch? It's perfect. Pay in 4 simple installments. Okay, that sounds totally manageable. 0 interest. Well, that's way better than a credit card, right? And instant approval? That feels like you've just unlocked some kind of cheat code, especially if getting regular credit is a hassle. The bottom line is, you get your stuff today, and the paying part feels like a distant, tiny problem for future you.
Okay, but this is exactly where we need to slow down and peel back that very slick, very cool marketing makeover. What is really happening behind the scenes when you decide to pay later?
And here it is. This is the most important thing to get. A buy now, pay later service isn't just a feature, it's a loan. To be specific, it's a short-term, point-of-sale installment loan. The second you click accept, you are officially borrowing money.
This phrase just nails it, doesn't it? Credit disguised as convenience. The whole industry is basically built on making a credit product feel like just another easy payment choice, like picking PayPal over your debit card. And when you put them side by side, the difference is night and day. The marketing tells you it's a simple payment option, no hassle, no worries. It's all about financial empowerment. But the reality? It's a loan. There are almost always penalties if you're late. And it is, without a doubt, a form of credit. So what happens when that easy buy now feeling runs into the cold hard reality of pay later? Well, this is where that convenience starts to get really expensive. And we have the numbers to prove it. First off, let's just talk about how big this has gotten. This is not some tiny niche thing. A full 15% of Americans are now using these services. I mean, think about that. In just a couple of years, it's become a totally mainstream way to buy everything from a new pair of sneakers to your groceries. But here's the first huge red flag. Despite how smooth it all seems, a staggering 40% of people who use these services say they regret it later. That's almost half. And that's not just a little buyer's remorse. It's a sign that for a lot of people, the reality of paying this stuff off didn't quite match the easy breezy promise. And this is a big reason why. Nearly a quarter, 24% of buy now, pay later users are making late payments. So all those easy, interest-free installments suddenly aren't so simple or free anymore once those late fees kick in. The exact kind of financial stress these services were supposed to help you avoid.
Which really makes you wonder, right? If 40% of your customers have regrets, and nearly a quarter are falling behind on payments, can you honestly call what you're selling financial empowerment? The data here suggests something else is going on entirely.
And this quote just perfectly sums it all up. At the end of the day, we're just looking at a really old problem wrapped up in brand new technology. It might be a slick app, it might be perfectly integrated into your checkout, but underneath it all, it's the same old credit trap, just with a much prettier user interface.
So all of this leads to this idea of a digital mirage. From a distance, it looks real. It looks refreshing, like exactly what you need. But as you get closer, you start to realize it might not be what it seems at all. We have to learn to see past that slick interface.
The argument here is really powerful and direct. It basically says that these platforms are built on one simple and kind of dangerous idea. Take away all the friction from borrowing money, make it so easy, so seamless, that you can fall into a debt spiral easier than ever before, just one small, interest-free purchase at a time. And that really leaves us with one last thing to think about. It all boils down to this one question you have to ask yourself at that checkout screen. Is the convenience of getting this thing right now really worth the debt you'll be dealing with later?